For center number 5, you're going to be working on consistent verb tense and then a little bit of vocabulary with word parts. So obviously you've already taken out your Chromebook because you're watching this screencast. You are going to take a copy at your station of this half sheet and glue it into your interactive notebook on page 31 where we have your narrative writing strategies. And you're going to need a highlighter. So pause the screencast right now while you go and get those things ready. Now using your highlighter, whatever I highlight in here, you're going to highlight on your paper. So you're going to be working with verbs. Verbs are words that show action or state of being, and we've been labeling things AV for action verb and LV for linking verb. So now we're going to start talking about when we write with verbs, we have to think about tense. Tense tells the time that's being expressed. Is it happening right now? Did it happen in the past? Or will it happen in the future? When writing, you have to be sure that all your verbs are in a consistent tense. They have to be in the same tense. So for example, if you're describing your daily routine as it happens right now, every day you wake up in the morning, you need to use present tense. So as I read through this, let's find the present tense verbs. Every morning, I wake up. I brush my teeth. There's the action that I'm doing, and I'm doing it in present tense. And then dress for school, another action. I eat a hearty breakfast before I catch the bus. So here we've got several verbs. Because I'm writing about a routine as it's happening or as it always happens in the present tense, then I need to include all my verbs as present tense verbs. Now let's switch this to something happening in earlier in the day. So let's say we're describing something that happened earlier in the school day. This morning, Mrs. Culleton got mad. If it was present tense, if I was talking about it happening right now, she gets mad, but it already happened. She got mad because there was, earlier this morning, no Coke in the refrigerator. She slammed, she's not doing it right now, in the past, she slammed the door when she walked into the classroom, which we know I would never do. So we knew when it happened, it was going to be a rough day. Oops, and I've got a helping verb here, was. Okay, so this event that happened earlier in the day, when I'm retelling it later, it has to be in past tense. Now, if you're describing something that you're going to do later, that night or in the future, we have to include a future tense, which includes a helping verb. For my birthday tonight, my family and I will be going to Olive Garden. So the verb phrase has two helping verbs, will be, and then you'll see our main verb ends with the suffix will be going to Olive Garden for dinner since it's my favorite. I haven't done it yet, but I will order the same thing I always get, their delicious salad and the seafood stuffed mushrooms. Okay. So after you have done that, you've taken a look at what verb tense looks like. What I want you to do is go to your Wiser, well, actually you're going to have to go to the page that has all of our center activities, and there's a link here that you're going to click that will take you to this Wiser Me activity. And we've just done this together, and you can see I've already highlighted the different words here that you needed to do. Now you're going to read these sentences and decide if they are in present, past, or future tense, and sort them below. Then you're going to read this paragraph, and I'm asking you to change any of the verbs that are in red, that are present tense, to past tense. You're going to retell this in the past, and so you'll be able to type down here, and I'm going to tell you spelling will count as far as your score is concerned. So if you need to, you might need to go Google some of the spellings if you're not sure. After that, you're going to watch this Pixar short video. It's pretty cute. It's about 5 minutes. And you're going to write me a summary of the story, making sure that you put your verbs in past tense. So you're going to tell me what happened in the past when you watched this show. Okay? After that, you'll click Turn In and move on to the next part of your activity. So the next part of your activity tells you to take a copy of the doodle notes for the word parts struct and verse. And it looks like this. And then there's another one for vert. And if you look at the example that I did here, and I didn't do one of the ones you're going to do, I used cron. At your station, there should be a little container that has cards that have different word parts on them. So if I was looking up cron, some words that have cron in them that mean time are chronic, chronological, chronicle, chronicler, and you can see I started writing all the words around the outside edge of the page. After that, I'm going to select any 3 of these words that I do not know, and I'm going to put them here, here, and here, and I'm going to create a doodle and then look up the meaning and the part of speech. Okay, so you're going to be doing that for struct. So again, you're going to write your words on the outer edge here, any words that you can think of that have struct in them, and then you're going to pick 3 words to write in here and then define and draw a doodle for. Should you finish this work, you can work on reading your Middle Ages novel and get caught up. If you do not finish, it is homework. Enjoy!